You know what is wild? If I told you that you could make $10,000 a month selling digital products without creating them yourself, most people would think I'm joking or sounds like a clickbait. But here is the truth. A lot of coaches, consultants, and internal marketers are already doing this. They sell products that are completely done for them and they still get to put their name on them, make them their own, and keep all the profits. And before you picture some shady steal someone's work thing, no. This is completely legit. It is called PLR, private label rights. And when you combine that with AI tools like ChatGPT and a really simple upsell funnel, you can be up and running in days, not months. Now, I know that probably sounds a little too good to be true, right? So here is what I'm gonna do. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to do it step by step so you can see for yourself how realistic this is. I will show you how to pick a product that is a no-brainer for your audience, how to turn a small $27 sale into a $100+ order without being pushy or salesy, and how to get people finding your offer without spending a dime on ads. And by the end of this, I'm willing to bet you will be thinking, okay, why haven't I been doing this all along? So let's dive in. So before I show you how this actually works, let us talk about why most people struggle with digital products in the first place. I know you have probably seen the same thing I have. Someday gets all fired up and about selling an ebook or a course or a template pack, and they start with this huge burst of energy. They are researching, writing, designing, creating videos. 2 months later, they are still tweaking the cover. 3 months later, they are still perfecting the content. 6 months later, they haven't launched anything. And by that point, they have either lost motivation, they are burnout, or they have convinced themselves the idea wasn't that good to begin with. Here is the reality, and I learned this the hard way. Product creation is the slowest, most energy draining part of the whole business. Think about it. You are doing the research, you are writing or recording all your content, and you are creating or outsourcing all the graphics. You are setting up the sales page and the sales funnel, and then after months of work, you finally put it out there, and sometimes crickets, no sales, or maybe a few sales, not enough to cover the time and money you put in. And honestly, that is when most people quit. I know because I was that person. I would spend months creating something thinking, once this is done, I'm gonna finally start making money. But instead, I ended up frustrated, tired, and feeling like I had wasted my time. The worst part, while I was buried in creation mode, I wasn't actually doing the one thing that does make money, which is getting my product in front of people. That is exactly why when I discovered PLR, it was like a light bulb went off in my brain, because suddenly all the hard, slow, overwhelming stuff was already done. Instead of asking, how am I going to create this? I could start asking, how am I going to sell this? So here is what changed everything for me. One day I'm scrolling online, probably procrastinating if I am being honest, and stumble on something called PLR. Now, if you have never heard of it, PLR stands for Private Label Rights. And in plain English, it means someone else has already done all the hard work of creating a digital product, the writing, the design, the structure, and they give you a license to take it, edit it, put your name on it, and sell it as if it is yours. I remember the first time I realized what that meant. I was like, wait, so I could literally skip the months of creating and just focus on selling? And yes, before you ask, it is completely legal. It is not stealing someone's content. It is not some shady gray area thing. It is a business model. You buy the rights, you customize the product, and it is yours to sell. Now, here is where most people go wrong with PLR. They just take it as is and throw it up for sale. And yeah, that is lazy, and that is why a lot of PLR gets a bad name. But here is the thing: when you actually make it yours, when you change the title, for example, if you buy an ebook, you change the title, update the design, add your own voice, maybe record a quick video version, it becomes something completely unique, something your audience can connect with. And that is where AI tools come in. Because now I can take a PLR ebook and in literally a couple of hours, I can rewrite the intro so it sounds like me. I can adjust the examples so they are current and relatable. I can create a fresh, modern e-cover in Canva, or I can outsource it from Fiverr under $20. Even turn that product into a mini course with AI generated slides and voiceover. And suddenly, what started as a pre made product is now a polished, branded offer that feels custom without me spending months to create it from scratch. All right. Once you have got the concept of PLR, here is the very first step in actually turning it into a $10,000 per month business. You need to pick one main product, just one. I know that sounds too simple, and honestly, most people get this wrong because they overcomplicate it. They think if I have 10 products, I will make 10 times the money. But what actually happens, they confuse their audience. It is like walking into a diner with a 12-page menu. You sit there flipping back and forth, pancakes or a burger, maybe pasta, until you are so overwhelmed. You just order fries and leave. Your customers are the same. If you throw 15 different ebooks, courses, and templates at them at once, they freeze. They scroll and they click away without buying anything. That is why smart marketers always start with one offer that becomes the front door to their business. This is the product everyone sees first. This is what all their traffic points to. This is the thing they are known for. Now, how do you choose that one product? Here is my rule. It has to solve a real painful problem. Forget the cute or fun products you see on Etsy that makes you go, oh, that is nice. You want something people are actively searching for solution to, something they would gladly pay for it if it could save them time, money, or stress. It has to be focused. No giant 101 tips books that try to cover everything under the sun. One clear promise, one clear results. It has to fit your audience or the audience you want to serve. For me, that is coaches, consultants, and people who want to make money online without getting stuck in the product creation hamster wheel. For you, maybe it is fitness lovers, busy moms, small business owners, or people who want to improve their mental health. And here is a quick example. Let us say you find a PLR package called the Stress Free Productivity Blueprint. It comes with an ebook, workbook, and cheat sheet. If your audience is entrepreneurs or professionals, that is a no brainer. You could rebrand it, give it a fresh title and make that your main product. Or maybe you have got a PLR course on 10-minute daily workout for busy women. If your audience is health conscious moms, again, perfect. One clear problem, one clear solution. Once you pick that one main product, everything you do is going to point people toward it. Your social media posts, your videos, your emails, all roads lead to this. And here is the best part. You don't have to stop at just selling that one thing. That is where the upsell funnel comes in. And that is how you turn a $27 sale into a $100 plus order without working any harder. Okay. So you have picked up one main product. Now comes the part that turns a little $27 ebook into a business that can make $10,000 per month without you working crazy hours. It is called an upsell sales funnel. And if you have ever bought anything online, you have probably been through one, even if you didn't realize it. Here is the idea. Your main product is like the front door to your business. It is the first thing people see and buy. But once they are in, you don't just say, okay, thank you for your money, have a nice day. No, you invite them to check out something else that would make their experience even better. And this is the key. Your upsell has to make sense with what they just bought. If someone buys an ebook from you on stress-free productivity, your upsell could be a full video course version of that book, or a guided 30-day productivity challenge, or a bundle of time-saving templates and checklist. If they bought an ebook on 10-minute daily workouts, your upsell could be follow along workout videos, a meal plan, or even a 6-week transformation program. Why does this work so well? Because when someone is already bought from you, they have shown two things. They trust you, they are in buying mode. It is like when you are at the store and you go to check out and there is a display of chocolate bars or gum right away by the register. You didn't come for it, but it is right there and it makes sense. So you grab it. So your upsell is that checkout display, except instead of a $2 candy bar, it is a $47 or $97 or even $497 product that boosts your customers' results. So now you have seen how the funnel works. Let us break down exactly how this gets you to a $10,000 per month business. And you're going to love how simple this is once you see it. Let us start with your main product. In this example, let's say it is priced at $27. Maybe it is an ebook or a workbook or a cheat sheet, whatever it is. Your main product, $27. If 100 people buy it in a month, that is 2,700, right? 27 into 100, that is $2,700. Pretty straightforward so far, right? Not bad, but it is not life-changing money yet. Now, here is where things start to get interesting. Right after someone buys that $27 product, you offer them your first upsell. Maybe it is the full video course version of the ebook or a deluxe bundle with extra templates and resources. This upsell is priced at $27. Okay. Now, will everyone buy it? No, of course not. But you don't need everyone to. Let's say 40 out of those 100 people say, yeah, I want that too. That is 40 sales into $97 each equals $3,880. So just by adding that one upsell, you have already more than doubled your revenue. And you haven't had to go find a single extra customer for that. But we are not done yet. Next comes your premium upsell. This is your high ticket offer, the thing for your most committed customers. It could be a one-on-one coaching or consulting session where you help them personally, or maybe a membership program where they get ongoing training and support every month. This premium offer is priced at $497. Again, you are not expecting everyone to take this. It is for the people who want more hands-on help or a bigger transformation. So let's say just 7 out of the 100 people decide to grab it. That is 7 sales into 497, which is $3,479. So let's add it all up. $2,700 from your main product, 3,880 from your $97 upsell, and 3,479 from your $497 premium upsell. That is $10,059 from just 100 customers. And here is the key takeaway. We didn't magically double your audience. We didn't tell you to post 10 times a day to go viral. We simply created a smart sales funnel where your best customers naturally spend more because every step makes sense and actually helps them more. When you look at it this way, $10,000 per month stops feeling like some far off dream and start feeling like a math problem you can actually solve. And here is the kicker. When you are using PLR, creating these upsells is very easy. Your main product might be the ebook and workbook, and your upsell could be the PLR video course version of the same package, or maybe you combine 2 PLR packages on the same topic into one deluxe bundle. You are not starting from scratch, you are just stacking value in a way that makes sense. Next, we will talk about the one thing that makes or breaks this whole system, because without it, your beautiful funnel is just a ghost town, and that is traffic. How to get people actually seeing your offer without paying for ads. So you have got your main product, you have set up your upsell sales funnel. Now here is the question that can make or break everything. How do you actually get people to see it? Because you can have the best product in the world, the most beautiful sales page, the smartest funnel, but if no one visits it, it is just sitting there collecting digital dust, right? A lot of people jump straight to paid ads when they think about traffic. And yes, ads work, but here is the thing. If you are just starting out, you probably don't want to burn through hundreds or even thousands of dollars testing ads before you have even made your first sale. That is why I recommend to focus on free organic traffic, and my favorite way to get it is through short form video content. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Ooh, do I really have to get on camera? Here is the good news. You don't even have to show your face if you don't want to. I have seen people make thousands a month posting short videos that show quick tips in text on screen with stock footage or screen recordings, and use voiceovers instead of talking directly to the camera. Even use animated graphics to explain something. So, why short videos? Because they work everywhere right now. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels. One video can get thousands of views in a day for free. And here is the best part. You are not creating random, entertaining, but useless content. Every video is designed to lead people toward your main product. For example, if your product is the stress-free productivity blueprint, your videos could be things like 3 things that destroy your productivity and what to do instead, or why to-do lists are failing you and the simple fix. My 10-minute morning routine that doubles my output. You give people a quick win in the video, and at the end, you say something like, if you want my full blueprint with templates and step-by-step systems, grab the link in my bio. And boom, you are driving targeted traffic straight into your funnel. Here is what I love about this approach. You don't have to post 50 times a day. One good video can keep bringing in views for weeks. And the more you post, the more videos you have working for you in the background, like little 24/7 salespeople. Here is the pro tip. Once you have a few videos that get great engagement, you can take those exact videos and run them as low budget ads later on if you want to scale faster. But in the beginning, you can absolutely hit your first 10K mark without spending a dime on ads. Now, before we wrap this up, there is one more thing I want to cover. And it is the real reason the system works so well with PLR. It is not just the funnel, it is not just the traffic, it is how you make the product feel yours. So you can stand out and charge more than the other person selling the same PLR. That is where branding and customization come in. So here is the part that really makes this whole system shine, and also the part most people skip. Anyone can buy a PLR product, right? But if you just take it, slap your name on it, and sell it as is, you are competing with everyone else who bought the same thing. That is when people start racing to the bottom on price. You don't want to do that. You want your product to feel like your product, even if it started life as a PLR package. So, how do you do that? Change the title. Don't keep the generic Ultimate Guide to X name that came with the PLR. Give it a title that fits your brand and speaks directly to your audience pain points. Example, instead of productivity mastery, call it the 7-hour work week system or stress free productivity blueprint. And next, update the cover design. Open Canva, drop in your brand colors, your logo, and a modern font. In 15 minutes, you can go from stock PLR cover to something that looks like you paid a designer hundreds for. If you are not comfortable doing it, just outsource it from Fiverr under 10 or 20 bucks. Then add your voice. Rewrite the introduction and conclusion in your own words. Share a personal story, an example, or a perspective that only you could add. You don't have to rewrite the whole thing, just sprinkle your personality throughout. You can easily do it using ChatGPT, which I explained in my other video. You can find that video in my channel. And the next tip is add bonuses. Even if the PLR already comes with extras, think about what else you can include. Maybe a quick video walkthrough, a printable checklist, or a set of templates you make in Google Docs. Because bonuses make your offer feel unique and they justify a higher price. When you do this, you are not just selling a PLR product, you are creating a full premium experience that stands out, even if 100 other people bought the same PLR package. I have been doing this for years, and I can tell you the difference between people who make this work and people who don't isn't talent or luck or even picking the perfect product. It is just getting started. You can keep waiting until you feel ready, or you can take the tools and strategies I just walked you through and start building your first funnel this week. Even if you don't hit $10,000 right away, you will be way ahead of the people still planning and thinking about it 6 months from now. So here is my challenge for you. Pick one product, brand it, build your funnel, post your first piece of content to drive traffic. Do that and you will be amazed at how fast things can change. And if you want to see the kinds of PLR products I use and recommend, you can check the link in the description. But here is something even better. I have put together a free masterclass. In it, I walk you through the entire process step by step, from picking your product to setting up your funnel to driving traffic. So you can skip the trial and error and launch your business the right way. You will find the link in the description. I think you are going to love it. You have got this, and I will see you in the next video.